A large-scale offensive being waged by the Ukrainian army continues on the southern front lines of Ukraine. After a week of fierce fighting and horrific losses, the Ukrainian military finally managed to achieve some tactical gains. On the Zaporozhye front lines, the Ukrainian military managed to occupy several settlements south of Velikaya Novoselka. The Ukrainian advance was made possible after the Russian units retreated to the prepared defense line in advance to avoid encirclement. As a result, on the morning of June 12th, the villages of Niskuchnoe, Blagodatnoe, and Shterzhevoe came under Ukrainian control. The Russian military took up defense along the northern outskirts of Makarovka and Urozhaine. Fighting continues, and the Ukrainian army is trying to move further south. Meanwhile, the attacks of the Ukrainian forces in the area of Novodonetsk failed. The village remains under Russian control. Ukrainian forces also tried to hit the Russian grouping from the western flank. The villages of Livadnoe and Novodorovka are reportedly now in the gray zone. However, Ukrainian forces failed to expand their zone of control. A dam was blown up near the village of Novodorovka. As a result, both banks of the local river flooded, which will slightly delay the Ukrainian offensive. On other fronts, Ukrainian forces did not achieve any success. The tactical success of the advancing Ukrainian units was paid for by heavy losses of the Ukrainian army, including thousands of soldiers' lives and dozens of pieces of destroyed Western equipment. Meanwhile, the Russian defense in the Zaporozhye region includes layered fortifications, and Ukrainian units have not yet even managed to get to the first line of defense. The defense of villages south of Velikaya Novoselovka by the Russian military was necessary to identify in advance and inflict maximum damage to the Ukrainian units advancing in the vanguard. The main line of Russian defense is located near the town of Stromlinovka, which allows the control of an intersection of several important roads in the region. The so-called Serovikin line, named after the former commander of the Russian military operation in Ukraine, also runs behind the settlement. This line of defense includes a series of fortifications, anti-tank structures, and minefields. However, the Ukrainian forces still need to reach this milestone. In recent days, the offensive capabilities of the warring parties has been hampered by bad weather in several sectors of the front. The rains are washing away roads on the Ukrainian steppes, slowing down the advance of Western tanks. However, fog and bad weather also reduce the defensive capabilities of the Russian troops, including the use of drones and aircraft, which have become a clear advantage for the Russian military.